Yeah, so my name is Paul Simon Wayaki Wahinga, and I just wanted to take you through what it means to log into the metaverse and look at the recording, some of which you have done. So this basically is now the hub where the events take place, right? And so if you look here, you see our Africa VR Campus and Center. This will be our weekly MetaVerse event, which is every Thursday. And one thing to note is you can see the amount of interest that is there on our events because of our international guests who really want to come and see what we do and look what we do. And if you look at other events, basically you see a very low turnout. But in our events, you see a very big interest, on our events. And you can also see that we do this every week. Every week there's an event that we run. Every single week there's an event that we run. So just take a peek into what our event is like. So this is a description of our event. It's a weekly metaverse event by the Africa VR Campus and Center with a theme of African stories, cultures, music, arts, and history. And by the way, it's the only metaverse event that is hosted live from Africa weekly. So this is the only weekly African event in the metaverse since 2019. And basically this is just me. So you can see a huge interest. You have people coming in from United States, from Europe. There you go. And interested, we see Ireland, we see Canada, United States again, Senegal, Ghana. So all these are our, friends and affiliates from Fiji, South Pacific, Germany, Kenya. From Kenya, we have got students coming in from the University of Nairobi. Brazil, I think I saw Brazil there. There's Brazil. China is also present. Europe again is there. France, I think I saw France there. And we have UK here, Jamaica, South Africa. So this represents the amount of interest of people who are coming in from different parts of the world who are really interested in what we do. Yeah. So we start the event here. And now this is what we call loading the metaverse space where we host our event. Now basically what this is a lobby where we will definitely meet. But now I have to be more specific and load the so you can, if you look at this space, you are going to see that it will change momentarily because I'm going to load the default location where we host our events. So we call it a snapshot. So I've got a few snapshots saved, and I'm going to load that this snapshot, and I'm going to load it in its default location. And you see now we are logging in. Now we are loading a different metaverse space. Now this is basically now where Africa VR Campus and Center holds its event, and here we are. So basically I chose this location because it's very Mombasa-ish. It's very Mombasa-ish to see, and because it's the metaverse, I can bring a crocodile there, I can bring elephants there, and I can bring whole planets. Here I have got Mars, because sometimes you do astrophysics here in these spaces. And so you see Africa VR Campus and Center, enter through here, and you can see our logos there, and you hear birds, and you go here. As you come in, you see pictures, our Hall of Fame. This is Claire from Georgia, and this is what's this guy name? Please remind me his name. Edward, yes, Edward from Montreal. And he was the first guest in our metaverse events. And Claire Morimate, of course, who has become a very good friend of ours. And here we also, definitely, now don't forget, I am now in the space. I can walk around the space. This is what we mean by Web 3.0. We have got birds flying around you. And it's now at night because we host this event at 10 p.m. Nairobi. So it reflects the, the environment at which we host the event. So we have got our XR Gauss logo here. And right here we see the soko where they sell the mats, the basket. So the international guests, they come to this space and they are able to buy these items. And here is a space now where our events take place, and we see our associate director there, Tom Nico. And on the other side, we see, I believe this is Diana and Jerry, our associate director and the director of XR Girls Africa. And on that screen, this is a huge screen where we play our media, including all the screens that are around here. Now, there was a problem with YouTube. I don't know whether they have been able to sort it out. Let's see whether they have. Oh, you are so lucky. They did sort it out. Oh, wow. That is wonderful. So basically, that's where we play our media so that now our international guests can relate with what we are doing. We also host Zoom meetings live from here as we speak to the people in the outside world. So AfricaVR.org. That is what happens. So all these screens will also show what that screen is showing. The person who is presenting will be standing here, and you can see that he has his own monitor screen and his podium. Sometimes you can sit down and host events when you are seated down, so you can do all that. And so here we go, big screens as we host that. Now, we also bring something that we call photospheres. And what these photospheres do, by the way, before I even talk about the photospheres, you can see we also commemorate African, Pan-African statesmen like Patrice Lumumba and Dedan Kimathi there. Because sometimes we tell their stories, the struggle of independence for Africa. And now what you see here is a photosphere. And we can bring this photosphere from Kibera, or right now we brought it from Johannesburg, so that we can look at the street art and look at really the life in Johannesburg. So we can step right inside Joburg and be able to bring our guests there in the streets of Johannesburg or in any other streets in Africa. So that is something we also do. And so you can see, by the way, we can also go to Mars if you wanted, but right now let's just concentrate on Africa VR Campus and Center. And now what I'm going to do right now is, as you can, I'm walking, right? Don't forget, I'm using my controllers to walk. That's why I'm able to walk inside this 3D environment. And of course, we can directly make video calls to the people out there in the real world. And all of these will be looking at the stuff that we are doing in the MetaVerse. So now I'm going to do something very unique. I'm going to load an event as it took place in the MetaVerse. So I can load
invigorating. I think I can put the word on it. Absolutely.
And so what you see there,
and it has just been totally transformed. We've been able to introduce our girls here in the United States.
So you see, I can load things as they happen. So look at, watch this. So this is our girls event. Now, don't forget, I am replaying this. These girls are not really here. They already did the event and went home. But this is the space that they gather. And you can see them sitting down. This is Ag Wanjiro there. And we see Miraho over there. We see Naomi here. So this is where they sit down and they host their events. And so let us watch such an event taking place.
On this technology in Kenya. They really loved that talk that you gave about what you're actually doing.
So you can see me now over there. I'm now.
And one thing I appreciate,
and the girls now will be
about what you're doing with virtual reality.
That is Wangati there.
Yeah, and I will also say that we can see the journey of 1,000 miles beginning one step, and we have to take those steps. And once we do it, I always know that once you start working.
So I just want to play a part of the girls when they're making an event. Oh, by the way, we also play African music here. African music for the enjoyment of our audience and our guests.
Sema, penzi ya you've been, unaendeleaje?
This is Wayaki, now coming in live from Kiambu, Kenya. We are here with XR Girls Africa. So I'm not the one students, my program of speaking Africa VR Campus Center. What's a beautiful day when we have launched our MetaVerse podcast. And now we are here enjoying the Gilad. Penzi, how have you been? Unajua, featuring Wedi Kemani. Gerard was an Israeli who came to Kenya and fell in love with the country and refused to go back home. We are here with all our students today, almost a full house. They are going to tell us about their journey in the MetaVerse and in the, with the organization Africa VR Campus and Center. And I'm joined here with Diana and Jerry. Take us away.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our last Wednesday MetaVerse event of the month. We are so happy to be here. It has been quite a day for us. We started from workroom to banter to here, and it has been such a great day of learning and fun in the MetaVerse. Yeah, let's do this.
And girls, I know you have had a wonderful time jumping from one MetaVerse app to the other. Let's hear, Margaret, what have your experience today been like? Let's have Nyambura here. Margaret is not yet back. Agnes, let's take us away.
Okay. The journey today has been smooth, and we thank the Almighty. Yes, experiencing new apps, for example, Meta Horizons, where we had our first podcast at the Africa VR Campus and Center. It was good. We really engaged a lot. Secondly, we went to banter, where some of us were shown on how to go and make their own avatars, and the avatars looked stunning. And also,
so you can see now I'm playing back things that have already happened, and you can see the number of international guests that we have here. This is, if you do an estimate, this is over 50 people seated now, and we see most of our partners and collaborators are present there.
I will go for African VR Campus and Center. Yeah.
If we had any business opportunities for you, this is what you will do, right?
Yes, because plumbing is so sometimes it's so hard. You have to heat some pipes, do threading, cut some machines. Yeah, it's so hard, and you are using a lot of energy. Here you're using brains. Yes. Brains.
Yeah. And if I may ask Wangati, in your class, how many guys compared to ladies are there? Is it like a guy-dominated class? or are there more ladies than guys in your class?
Currently, I'm the lady there, the only lady. The others have finished.
It's for you. This is what you'll do, right?
Yes, because plumbing is I mean, sometimes it's so hard. You have to heat some pipes, do threading, some machines. Yeah, it's so hard, and you are using a lot of energy. Here you're using brains.
Yes. Brains. Yeah. And if I may ask Wangati, in your class, how many guys compared to ladies are there? Is a guy-dominated class, or are there more ladies than guys in your class?
Currently,